Hello, guys. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so real quick, last week wasn't very nice to me. I was expecting to the euro dollar to drop from this week as we have a reversal candle here, but it didn't. But anyway, it wasn't so bad. Okay, it's just a few pips above. All right, so this week we have the here in the euro dollar the weekly chart, and the fundamentals are not very good for the this pair. I have to confess, it isn't as good as the last 2 months. Last 2 months was like very consistent between the two currencies. But anyway, in this week, we can see here that we have an Elliott wave formation for the pair. We have a hanging man and a shooting star candles. Remember, we are talking about the weekly, and we have a trend line, and we have some kind of head and shoulders. It's not very head and shoulders, but it's let's assume this is a head, this is a shoulder, and this is, but it's very bended head and shoulders. Okay, so I'm not bullish at all. I'm bearish, but I'll wait until it breaks this trend line, obvious trend line. If it breaks it, I will jump in directly, and I'll be shorting. Remember, if you are not sure of thing, don't take the leap. Just enter after it breaks the this trend line. Okay. In the same context, we have the pound dollar also with the okay. We have here a rising wedge. We have divergence between this line, okay, this stochastic here, but I forgot to draw the line for you. Here's a falling stochastic and a rising prices. So this is first evidence, second evidence, a diversion. Sorry, a rising wedge. Those are three evidences, and they are enough for me to short this pair. Once it breaks the this trend line, it's going to be very bearish. Remember, this is like almost 6 months. Okay, 6 months of bullishness. So I believe it's the time for it to retreat. The Euro CAD, it's very choppy. The fundamentals are not very good for the all the Euro pairs. But if we have watched this somehow head and shoulders, if it broke this line, it will be a very good chance for bearishness. Okay, and it's barely touching. It's already touching the line. So once it break it, if you're interested in this pair, you go ahead and short it. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm just uh, sharing with you my thoughts and what I'm going to do. But this is going to be plan B or C for me in the EuroCAD. Okay, do your research and make your math, make your calculations before you take the decision to buy or sell, please. All right, for the euro pound, it's this is some kind of different pair from the other euro pairs. So all the euro pairs for me it seems to be bearish, except for this one. Seems to be that the euro pound are bullish. Remember, the euro and the pound are weakening before the US dollar. Here, I can see that the battle between the euro and the pound, the euro is going to win. Once it breaks this trend line, it's forming some kind of inverted head and shoulders. I see it like that. It will be a chance for this pair to be bull. The pound CAD also in the same context, we have the pound CAD has broken. This is a divergence between stochastic and the price. Same as euro, same shape as the pound CAD, but this is preceding it. Sorry, pound USD. The pound CAD is a little bit faster, and it has broken the lower band here in the diversion in the rising wedge. One, two, three. My strategy is based on three evidences. So if I have three evidences of a direction of one asset, it's going to be enough for me to trade it. If I have less than three evidences that the price is going to move in a certain direction, I avoid it. For me, I have three evidences: rising wedge, divergence. The price has broken the lower band of the divergence and kept go and retested it here. I believe I'm going to short this pair. Okay, here the some passive, completely passive currencies for me, which is Swiss and yen. What you see here, the head and shoulders, and the price here of the Swiss is the highest. Swiss franc is the highest since 1971. I went back to 1971 and I found that this pair is at the lowest of the lowest. Okay, the lowest level. So I believe it's a super strong support level. No, every time I say it has reached the bottom, it goes lower. Every time I say it has reached the bottom, it goes lower and lower. But anyway, this pair technically, fundamentally, it's not so. Let me check on the some data here I have on the fundamental analysis. Well, it's not so bad. It's not so bad on the fundamental level. It's not perfect, but it's not so bad. The Swiss has been choppy before the majority of currencies. One of them is the dollar, but the dollar here has formed head and shoulders. I believe it's going to be choppy for a while. Remember, this is daily. Then it's going to be bullish. This is my own belief. This takes a okay. In the same context, we have the dollar yen here. Also, it has formed head and shoulders after a bear run here, and possibly it's going to go higher. Okay, that takes us to the dollar index, and we can see here the same pattern. Okay, so it seems like the dollar is very dominating currency now, and it's taking the lead of moving the markets, and all other currencies are following it. So we can see here same head and shoulders after a very bearish uh, trend. From this point, I believe it's going to go higher. Okay, the Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq. This is a weekly chart, and we see here sidebar. After that sidebar, it has broken the highest level and went up. And this say that may go for 1 or 2 weeks. The coming 2 weeks, the price may be rising. Okay, I'm not going to trade it. I'm going to avoid it, but tells me that the price is going to be maybe it's bullish. Okay, it may go parabolic from this point, but at the end, even if it went to 1 or 2 weeks, at the end there is a very stretched divergence here. Sorry, rising wedge here, which means that the price sooner or later is going to retrace for a while. Okay, so it's going to, I believe it's going to go up, and it's going to drop again. This is what I believe in the for the Nasdaq and all the U.S. indices. Ethereum, Ethereum, it has been for a month now. This is 4 weeks. This is a weekly chart. It has been for a while, very indecisive. Possibly it may form an inverted head and shoulders here. As you can see, this is a shoulder. Possibly it's going to form something like that and go up. Okay, but it's very indecisive for me. The Bitcoin weekly, the Bitcoin, as I told you before, it's in a rising channel. Um, This was a very bearish cattle pattern for those two candles. This was a bearish, but it wasn't very bearish. Okay, didn't go lower than that. I believe it's going to form some kind of this area. It's going to be choppy for a while, and according to the this channel, that since it has touched the higher band, is going to retrace. Okay, and here's the daily the index of the dollar again, and one of the evidence is also, or the confirmation that is forming a rising divergence here with the price. Okay, so it's another evidence that the dollar is going to be go higher from this point. Probably it's forming a double bottom here, then it's going to go parabolic later once it crosses the neckline. So me personally, I'm going to short, as I told you, the euro dollar if it breaks the neckline, or the pound dollar, which is fundamentally a little bit more consistent than the euro dollar. For me, the pound dollar is going to be better than the euro dollar fundamentally. Technically, it seems like both are the working as the same. There are no big differences between them. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe because you're going to learn a lot from this channel. And see you next